Good morning! Welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Erica Jane. I like to make a ton of random videos, usually surrounding homemaking, home bakery things, and lately a lot more to do with pregnancy. So we will just jump right into today. It's going to be a mixture of homemaking, some meal prep, some things like that. Have a few postpartum meals to finish up if you have seen part 1 of this video. And we're actually working a little bit backwards because I've already filmed the lasagna for this video as well as the veggie stock recipe. And I ended up having to split up the video. So we have no intro, no beginning. So I thought I would start here this morning. It is Wednesday morning today. Out of breath. I'll be 35 weeks on Friday, so we are moving fast. This is happening very quickly, and we just have some laundry here that I'm going to take off the rack, and then we'll go fold it in our room, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. But that's what I'm doing here now, so just going to go through and get all our clothes off. I cannot tell you how fun it is to see little baby clothes hanging up with our clothes, and like little baby sweaters. Like, are you kidding? Oh my god, adorable. That makes laundry a lot more fun at this stage. I'm sure it won't be that forever, but I think you're kidding. Adorable. Those are from our neighbor. They dropped off some little clothes for baby girl, so that is very sweet of them. But yeah, I got those all washed, ready to go. Definitely starting to feel a lot more emotional at this stage in the pregnancy, and I find myself, like, as soon as it gets to nighttime, I start getting a lot more anxious, and like, it's hard to describe. It's like anticipating that we're gonna have a baby soon, and also like going through everything that potentially could need to be done. Like, I feel like my brain just doesn't stop at that time. So that's been something going on probably the last few weeks. So my sleep has not been great. Yeah, I will say the last little bit of pregnancy has been getting kind of hard. It feels like more of a mental game at this stage. Like, I need to just keep trucking. She's gonna come when she's ready. I have no control over that. The best thing I can do is take care of myself in these next few weeks and just like take it slow, do some things I enjoy, don't force it too much. I'm trying to do more like meal prep. I find if I do stuff in the morning, then I'm done for the afternoon. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. That's what I did yesterday as well. Just like, I managed to vacuum, I did kitty litter, stuff like that. What else? Yeah, I made dinner last night. Like, things like that, but now I'm tired. But by tonight, I'll probably not be doing those things. So, taking the energy while I have it, and just getting what I can done. I've also started getting, like, I guess it's nesting. Oh my god. These are just cat hair. It's just the material of the pant, but just cat hair. Yeah, but I started doing some like more deep cleaning yesterday. Got our dresser and got a little change station set up for baby girl in our room, and then got, yeah, her room is a lot more set up. Actually, I haven't shown you any of the nursery, so maybe we'll do that after, because that has started to come together. The walls are painted, the crib's built, The dresser's in. Really the main thing that we're missing is a changing table and a rocking chair. And the thing with the rocking chair is we have a rocking chair, but we had to throw out the cushions, like we bought it used. And they don't make cushions for those chairs anymore. So that has been hard to find. And then find similar on Amazon, but they're like the same price as a new chair. And like most of them from Amazon are coming from like factories in China, which I just feel a little bit skeptical on how many chemicals are on them, especially bringing that into a baby's room. So I haven't ordered anything. I don't know if I will. Yeah, that is still to be determined. But like, it's not mandatory to have a rocking chair in the nursery. It'd be nice, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? So we have other places to sit. It's just convenient. Okay, so that basket behind you is full. So I'm just going to bring this over to our room, and then there's some more laundry hanging in there. So I'll come back and get that and then do folding. We are back. It is Tuesday now. Tuesday afternoon, almost 2. I've not been feeling the best today, so I've just been kind of taking it easy. But I ate, and that did make me feel a bit better. So I think I'm going to try and tackle some of the things I wanted to do in the kitchen today. Mainly, I want to ice those lemon loaves I made yesterday. And then once they're dry, I can cut them and put them in the freezer. And then lasagna, because I have the beef out. It is defrosted, so I do want to get that kind of done. So I think I'm going to start with the icing, because that seems simpler, and then kind of ease into it, see how I feel, and then start cooking the beef and do that. I've also really been feeling like waffles, so I kind of want to make waffles, but I think that's going to be too much. So we will see. We'll start with the icing and go from there. But I'm large today. So here are the loaves that you saw me make yesterday. Also have to try it. Just gonna make the icing in here because our icing sure is just a little clumpy. So I'm gonna just use this for bread. Icing shirt. So those are done. I'm gonna move those over into the dining room there, just so I can start prepping some stuff for lasagna. sit down. I'll try this again tomorrow. Good morning. We are back in the kitchen. It is Wednesday now. Just checked the ground beef and it is defrosted. We'll see if it is defrosted all the way to the bottom, but it feels like it's ready. So I feel well enough to try and do some lasagnas right now, and I do want to just make sure I get that done while the meat is out and before it goes bad. So we're gonna start on that this morning, and then we'll just see how I feel. I would love to make waffles. Do have some milk I want to use up too just before, and that's what I've been like trying to save the milk for, to make waffles. So hopefully I can get that done today. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling very tired. Just the reality of where we're at now. So I'm just gonna take it easy, see how it goes. I might be sitting for part of this. I could get my exercise. Ooh. So that might be where a lot of the video is, me sitting, which is all right. Need that. Just booked in our hospital tour, which is exciting. It also makes it feel a lot more real. So, yeah, I'm at this weird stage now where I'm sleeping for like 45 minutes at a time. And then I have to wake up to go to the bathroom. That is just where we're at. But yeah, not sleeping well. So that just affects everything. Okay. Now I've only made lasagna like once or twice, I think. I've not made lasagna very much. So this is not my recipe. This is a recipe from, I think, just Simply Recipes. Let me see. All recipes. It's usually like the first thing that comes up, but really good reviews, so I feel like I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make some changes though, because they are using sausage and beef, and I'm just gonna use beef. And then some of the seasonings I'm gonna leave out. We don't have fennel seeds, and fennel tastes like licorice to me, so I think that's kind of what it just tastes like, but I don't love it, so I'm not gonna put that in. And then we have marble cheese and Parmesan, so we'll use that, and then ricotta cheese. And then they're asking for mozzarella, but we don't have mozzarella. That's okay. I'm also lactose intolerant, so it's like a fine line. I love cheese, but also probably shouldn't have a ton of cheese in it. So we'll make it work and adjust. So I'm gonna get the beef out. Let's see what this stuff is. Yeah. It's hard to believe I'm still gonna grow more. I'll be 34 weeks this Friday, and then like 42 weeks is full term. Like I could go to 42 weeks, so that's another 8 weeks. That's another 2 months potentially. Also feels like it's really just a mental game at this point. No, buddy. I know. You sure? Because I just kind of need to stay positive and not like, I don't know, I can be sad and stuff, but I also don't want to like, yeah, if I start feeling too like woe is me right now, it's gonna just be, by the time 42 weeks counts, I'm gonna be miserable. And like I might be, but
Just cooking some beef. Cooking some beef, man.
Yeah, good idea.
He's doing. It's beef. It's beefy with me. I can't give you beef, raw beef. I'll give you cooked beef. We're probably gonna eat double drippers. We'll get some nice ones.
Rest of the stuff. I really don't have a tray of meat, so.
We will see. Please. Oh, my sweet pea.
change of plans. We don't have enough cheese, so I'm just gonna make the sauce today, and then I just went to town yesterday, so I want to go into town today again. So maybe tomorrow we'll go in and get cheese, and then make the lasagnas tomorrow. Because I can't freeze the sauce and then defrost it and then refreeze it. So I'm gonna be serious there. Should I check this one? It allows those to do the waffles instead though, so pivot a little bit. Now I'm just going to add in some red peppers and white onion, bell onion, after that.
You racing around. You racing around. We got the zoomies. You zooming? Hi, buddy.
I mean, okay, just added 1 can of diced tomatoes, and I'm gonna add some tomato sauce as well, and just kind of see what it's looking like. A little more sauce.
There's tomato sauces, but I know it sounds like something good, like tuna or something.
Yeah, it's not tuna, unfortunately, buddy.
Baby man, Mr. Man, you're so cute, and your name is me, Mr. Mino.
Alright, so our sauce is coming together. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar and what else do we want to add? Add some sugar and maybe some more spices as well.
Hi, buddy. You made a wiggly word today. You wiggling around. Man.
Kind of balance out some of the acidity.
Mr. Minnow. Minnow.
Do a little bit more spices. More oregano. basil. Wayne, what's going on? A bit more garlic powder and onion powder. Mr. Min! What's going on?
You're squeaking all about me. What's squeaking all about?
Do some chili flakes.
You don't want these, but I promise. I promise you don't want no chili flakes.
I think I have parsley. Let's see. Rosemary. That's basil. I don't. That's okay. Maybe I just go out now and get cheese. I feel like I could. I just don't want to go back into town again. I just don't know how I'm going to store this either. We're back. Did go into town. Got some cheese. Got some iced coffee, cold brew. Well, got the Starbucks cold brew you can buy and the nice coffees. Sat for a little bit because I was exhausted. And now I'm going to start actually doing some stuff for the lasagna. So the sauce is still simmering there. I'm going to leave it there for now and start shredding some cheese. And then we'll make up the ricotta little mixture. And then we'll get our pans going. I guess I should also start cooking the lasagna noodles. Yeah. It's so big today. Only gonna get bigger. Alright. Let's get a pot going. For nudes. Some water. Should need a big old bowl for cheese. sweet guy. Almost boiling.
Gotta pee. I've never had this kind of cheese. You wanna try it?
No.
Feeling a little pukey.
Oh, precious guy. You're snuggling with mine and Dad's shoes, eh?
Alright, I'm gonna switch this over to short form and just film a little bit for the reel for my postpartum meals, and then we'll come back and we'll sample a few here as well. Maybe just do a little bit more of each. Now we've got our first layer of cheese and everything, so I'm going to layer up some more meat sauce on top.